Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. So in today's installation video, it's time to install a very simple and effective modification for my 4th gen Toyota Tacoma. This is something that Toyota should have installed from the factory. They don't do this in a lot of their vehicles, and that is a set of hood struts. I'll have a link down in the description below where you can get these for both your Tacoma and 4Runner. Now this is my 3rd Toyota Tacoma. I had a 2nd gen, a 3rd gen, and now a 4th gen. None of them have come with a set of hood struts. This is by far the most simple mod that you can do that is going to be very beneficial, and of course opening up your hood versus having this flimsy prop rod here. Now, I do a lot of car reviews. I'm around cars a lot, especially in the hot summer times. When I'm going to open up hoods and they don't have a set of hood struts, I burn my fingertips on the edge of the metal here, trying to fiddle with the hood strut or hood prop there, trying to find it, get it lined up. There's 2 holes on the top of here. Most vehicles will have something like that, just depending on how high you want to open it up. But it can be a pain, especially for me when I'm filming, opening them up all the time. And then especially working on my Tacoma here, it's going to be a lot more beneficial to have more structure with the hood open. Wind won't be able to blow it over or knock this out or anything like that. So this is a very simple process. Car manufacturers should install this, at least Toyota, for this particular truck here. So as you can tell, we have the hood struts, we have the brackets. There is some provided hardware. I think I'm just going to be reutilizing the factory hardware, but it's nice that you can use those as needed. And this is all you need, a 12mm socket for this entire project. We should have it done in less than 5 minutes. So let's jump back to the hood prop and just show the operation. So I have the latch underneath. I can raise this up. Now I have to unclip it with one hand, reach up, either place it in this location here or the one underneath. So just depending on how high you want the hood to open up, and that is all you have. You can see it's pretty flimsy, especially on that passenger side. A little bit more structural, of course, on that side, but along with it shaking like that, this is just a hassle. Having to do this, find where it goes, and it also takes up some space too. Luckily, there's no modifications to do on this side of the vehicle, but that's just not what we want. So I'll start over on the passenger side where you'll notice there's this coolant reservoir right here. We're going to utilize the bolt on the front of that and loosen it. And with that bolt loosened, there is a washer on it, so make sure you don't drop that. There are 2 brackets for the base of the attachments here. You'll find the one that has this little curved edge on it. The other one is going to be completely flat. So there is a differentiation between them. You're going to take that little hook metal piece and actually slide this piece behind the bracket. So it's going to go in between the bracket and the bodywork, because there is a latch on the left side, if you're looking at it from my position, that this actually locks into. And then you can place the bolt back through the front of it. So this is going to act in a sense like a spacer going between the frame or the bodywork and this reservoir tank. You want to make sure that the attachment for this is also facing in towards the middle of the vehicle. And then we can snug down this bolt. And with that nice and tight, we'll move on to this top hood bolt here. So we will be loosening that. It might be a little bit tight. I would say be a little bit more careful with this one since it is body colored paint. I don't want to take too much of the paint off, not that it really matters being underneath the hood. But once we remove that, both of these brackets now for the hood have a hole in the opposite direction. So when you place this one up, you will notice that we have more space on the bottom. If I were to use this opposite one and we placed it on this upper bolt, there's nothing to hold it against the top of the hood there. So you want to make sure that this is going towards the second bolt there so you have a nice flat surface. And then we can reinstall this bolt, and I'm just going to hold it with my other hand just to make sure it's nice and flush with the actual hood mount too. So that way it's parallel to that. Make sure it's nice and snug, and then it doesn't matter which of these struts go where. But I am going to place it with this smaller section upwards and then lock it into place with the lower section here. And then this is going to be a little bit off. So what I'm going to try to do is lift the hood up. Now the hood prop on the other side fell off, so I am just looking at this connection. And once I can rotate that around the knob there, we have this side on, but I will go back and hold up the hood with the hood prop just to have that on in case. And as we move on to the driver's side now, I did have to swap out tools because you have less room to work with behind this mechanism here. So right behind the fuse box, you are going to use this first bolt here to attach the lower bracket to. All right, and with that bolt out, we can now take this flatter bracket where again, you will have this notch facing in towards the vehicle. And this one is just going to rest on top of that. So there's no notch like the other side. So from here, you just need to hold it in place and then line up the bolt back with the hole and reinstall it. So as I'm tightening it, I'm holding the bracket towards the front of the truck. That way it can hold the bottom against the metal bracket there as I snug it up. So it's going to be as upright as possible, which is the goal. And then for this side, we're going to use that same bolt on the top and loosen that, and then install this bracket the exact same way. So we'll have it flush with the actual hood bracket with that notch for the shock aiming towards the middle of the vehicle. And with that nice and snug, we will install this the exact same way we did on the other side. So I'm just going to pop it on, and then from here I do need to raise the hood again, where this is going to lower, so we can just move that out of the way. And then once we line this up, we can just put it on and that's installed. And then from here, it's time to remove the prop rod. So it's just in there, kind of at a weird angle. So you might just have to figure out how to move and rotate and twist it out. So I'm actually not sure how this even works, but it will rotate somehow. There we go. Looks like we can almost get it out. There we go, and just kind of twist it and it will come right out. So this is no longer needed because we have the hood struts. So initial close, so we'll just pretend that is locked. It will have enough to lock there. Now we can just right open, and it's going to be a lot more structural. It does wiggle a little bit, but it's definitely not as flimsy since we have a structural support on both sides. So now when I'm working on my truck, we can just open the hood, and this is how it should have come from the factory. I don't know why Toyota decides to still do this. What's interesting to see is my second gen Tacoma had a bed rail actually in the back. There were 3 of them. My third gen Tacoma only had 2. Toyota decided to put the third one back in the bed for the 4th gen Tacoma. At no point have they decided to put in hood struts for the Tacoma or the 4Runner as well. So huge miss from Toyota, but for a relatively inexpensive cost. You can pick up a set, check out the link down in the description below, and you can have better peace of mind opening and closing your hood now that you have proper hood struts for your expensive vehicle. So I hope you all enjoyed today's installation video. Give it a huge thumbs up. Consider smashing that subscribe button so you can stay up to date with our daily uploads. I will see you all in the next video.